Hey guys and gals, welcome to another episode of Opa's Vintage Garage. Well, today what we're going to do is get one of my personal vehicles serviced. We're going to change the oil in a 2013 Volkswagen Jetta. It's got the TDI engine, and let's show you what we've got for parts. So we got Liqui Moly 4200 grade 5W30. We got the Napa Gold filter and the engine flush. I like to use the engine flush because this particular car has got a timing solenoid that's oil driven, and if you don't use a little engine flush, it does want to hang up a little bit at startup, and it usually takes 3 to 6 turns of the engine to start up. Otherwise, if you use that, it starts up immediately. Get the funnel put in there, and then get the Liqui Moly engine flush in here. Okay. Let's get it started. Okay. Okay, let's get the timer set up for 10 minutes, and when that goes off, I will turn you back on again. My torque bits, and to get the plastic cover off, you need the T25. And let's see. Get you guys set up here. Hopefully that's a good angle for you. Let's get this plastic cover off. All right. Okay, now it should just slide right out. There's 2 spots where it locks into place. Let me pull you in here. You can see it right there. There's one there, and then there's one on the other side. So just push up on those 2 spots, and then you should be able to get this to come free. Yep. And there we go. Alrighty. What I like to do is take it, shake it outside, because sometimes this thing is all full of rocks. Also check for any leaks. Oh yeah, everything's looking good. No leaks. Nice and dry. Get that ready. Your oil pan, your drain pan, I should say. Now before I loosen that, I like to remove the cap, the oil fill cap. It just drains a little better. And just crack the dipstick. Alrighty. Let's grab the wrench. Okay. There we go. Get your oil pan positioned. Get on this side. Yeah, because it's going to want to shoot that way, so make sure you kind of give yourself plenty of room so you don't get any on your floor of your garage. It's going to be a little warm. Okay. Just about there. Oh, there we got her. Ooh, that diesel oil has definitely got quite the stink to it. Ugh. Okay, now what you want to do is you want to pop this cover off. What I like to do is put this cover back on briefly, just so if there's any debris, it doesn't fall into your engine. And it just pops right off. Flip it around here. I think there's four places. Right there. There's little nubs that it pops onto. So just set this aside. Oil filter's right down there in this like little external canister. So it's a filter element. It doesn't have a can around it. So, need to get a wrench and get that at least crack free or cracked open, so then the rest of the oil drains out of there. Alrighty. I'm trying to remember. Oh, that's right. Yep, you want to do... looks like I forgot to tighten that last time. Last time I did an oil change. Okay, let me show you what I did here. Whoop. Okay. So I think, what is this? Oh, that's overflow line for the radiator. So it's a torque bit you need to use to remove that. On, like I said, I forgot to tighten it up last time I changed oil. So get that out of the, so if you remove that bolt, it's just easier to get that filter out of there. There. If you use a wobble on here, it makes it just a little bit easier. There. Get you in here so you can see what I'm doing here. And all I'm doing is just loosening up that cover for the oil filter element. There. Now the filter sometimes sticks to that, sometimes it doesn't. So this particular time it did not. Okay, all I do is just take a bread bag, turn it inside out, and then pop that element out of there. Doesn't make such a mess then. There we go. Okay. Did it kind of quick, but that's essentially what you do. Okay, now what I like to do is just kind of clean out the residue that's left inside of this container. Okay, so there's the inside of the canister that the filter element goes into. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean that out. Any sludge that might be at the bottom there. It's just good practice. Let's get right in there. Clean the sides off nice. Get you in here again. Alright, so I'm just getting the sides cleaned up. And any sludge that may have kind of collected at the bottom there. There. That's looking good. Here's the top of that little canister. It also has a torque value that you want to torque this to. I want to say it's, let's see, what do we got here? 25 Newton meters. Okay. You're also going to see an O-ring around the top, and the new filter does come with a replacement O-ring. So let's get that out. All right, I have just a little pick. All you gotta do is get underneath it, and voila, it comes right out. All right. Now I like to put a little fresh oil on that gasket, on that O-ring. There's the replacement filter. And replacement O-ring. Just get a little bit of oil on your fingers. Work it in there. Now what you want to do is you don't want to roll it on there. You want to try to stretch it over into there's a small groove there where it goes in. You don't want to roll this. You want to try to stretch it over it and into the groove. If you roll it, it may not seal up well. So hopefully you guys saw that. And it's positioned in the groove. But again, fellas, before you take it out, make sure you know where that is. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but then once you take it out, it's not anymore. Alrighty, now you got one more O-ring that you wanna lube up a little bit. There, that'll pop in there real nice. Now what I do is I just pop that right into the cover, like so, and then place it on the inside, and then just tighten it down slightly. We're going to get the bottom buttoned up next, and then we'll get this thing tightened and torqued down. Okay. This wire isn't in the way. There we go. Okay, so got that little O-ring lubed. The O-ring, the main cover O-ring looks good. It doesn't look like it's turned. It'll seal up real nice, so you just want to position it right straight in. And then Just snug her down by hand. Like so. Now let's get the bottom buttoned up. And get the light on so you can see what the heck I'm doing. Okay. So just tightening that by hand there. Clean the oil off. Okay, now get your oil pan out of the way. Your oil drain pan. And get it out of the way so you're not stepping in it like I have before. Okay. All right, let's get that oil plug tightened down. Now what you want to do is you want to just snug it up. There's probably a torque value for it, but what I like to do is get it seated and then tighten it just enough so that crush washer will seal and then it won't leak when that's snugged. Okay, got that in. Okay guys, now it's time to get the oil filter element cover on. Let's get it tightened up with a wrench and then we'll torque it down to 25 Newton meters. Okay. Get our torque wrench put on there. There. 25. Okay, now what I like to do is just take a shop rag, clean up any residue off the rubber hoses. Take a look at your inlet, make sure that's nice and clean before you fill. So that's all looking good. So now let's get you set up here and put just a little bit under 5 liters into the engine. It doesn't quite hold 5. So, okay, let's get this filled up. There, that should be pretty close to full. Now we'll check it after we start and run it, check for leaks. Okay. Okay, last thing what we want to do is we want to check for leaks. Grab my light. Okay, that's all looking good. The oil cover's not leaking. Go underneath the vehicle. Sure there's no other leaks. Nope. Plug is dry. Okay, let's get the bottom cover back on again. Now just match those tabs like when you removed it, and then it should just slide right back in again. There we go, got the one, and why are you hanging up here? Okay, you're gonna be stubborn. That's fine. It is easier when I have it on a lift, but I like to do these in my house garage so you guys can see it can be done. Okay, now you want to get these little screws in, get the light so I can see. There, get them all. Put them in hand tight first. And it's just easier to line up the holes. Okay, this side back on. There. I'll turn you guys off when I hand tighten those, and we'll get you going when I start it up and back it off the jacks. Okay, let's get her backed off the ramps and get the oil checked, topped off, cover back on, and you're good to go. Last thing to do is just reset the oil light on the dash. And it's good to go. Good for another 10,000 miles. Let's put that screw back in that I forgot to tighten down last time. There. Okay. Make sure it's full. And we are right on the money. Just above the hashtag. Hash marks, I should say. Okay. Put your oil fill cover back on again. And the top engine cover. Should be 4 clicks. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Okay. And there you have it. 2013 Volkswagen TDI oil change. It's all done. Last thing, just reset your oil life indicator on the dash, especially if you're doing it for a customer. Make sure you get that thing reset. Otherwise, you're going to be driving out to their house, or they're going to be coming back and not happy. So anyway, good luck, everybody, and thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Again, 2013 Volkswagen Jetta TDI. Thanks again for watching. God bless.